Donald Trump is panicking as Americans in the Middle East are scrambling, and there is no plan by United States embassies to evacuate them. The market is tanking. The price of oil is surging. Donald Trump has created an utter catastrophe. Let's go through piece by piece, evidence by evidence, what's going on right now this morning on Tuesday. So the U.S. Embassy issued this announcement. They're stating the U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem, that is not in a position at this time to evacuate or directly assist Americans in departing Israel. The following is provided for your information as you make your own security plans. So despite the United States spending billions of dollars on this embassy in Jerusalem and giving billions of dollars to Israel, the United States is unable to evacuate its own people. And you'll remember the message I showed you yesterday where the various U.S. embassies throughout the Middle East told everybody, evacuate now, get out of the Middle East, try to find a commercial flight. Good luck. Try to find a commercial flight. You do realize that Iran is now striking all of the surrounding airports in the Middle East. You do realize that Donald Trump has engulfed the Middle East in a Middle East-wide war with no plan about what the missions or objectives are. And then last night or yesterday afternoon, Donald Trump and his regime officials and sycophants, whether it was Marco Rubio, the Secretary of State.
Welcome back to another episode here at Israelite Talk TV. Now, family, things is getting crazy out here, okay? Now, you guys see the thumbnail, you see the title. We got to talk about Donald Trump starting World War III last week, okay? He started World War III last week, and it's getting ready to get ugly. And this is why I want to take the time out to do this video, okay? There's not enough channels talking about this stuff, you know, and here's the deal, right? What they doing here in the United States is they're trying to keep everybody distracted, right? Okay. Our people is on here dancing and doing all of this stuff on TikTok, keeping up with the latest gospel. You better get your house in order, because here's the deal. It's getting ready to go down, right? And I want to break this down so you guys can understand how the United States is getting ready to lose this war, okay? And if you know anything about the history and studying the end of empires, right, they're going to go down swinging. It's getting ready to get bloody on all levels, okay? The other thing is there are going to be millions of Black African Americans, right, that are the children of Israel, that's getting ready to lose their life playing around with this shit because they not preparing. What Donald Trump did, he allowed Benjamin Netanyahu to trick him into going into Iran. Now, I want to break this down, right, so you can understand how this is finna get deadly. Benjamin Netanyahu tricked Donald Trump, right, into going into Iran and killing the Ayatollah, the supreme leader. And not only did they kill the supreme leader, the Ayatollah, the guy that is loved by many of people out there in the Middle East, okay? They killed him during Ramadan, okay? Follow me. And not only did they kill him, they killed his daughter. I know they killed his granddaughter, but I can't remember if his daughter was there, but I think the son-in-law was there, right? Died, right? Now, the new Ayatollah that they just elected, his wife also got killed, I believe, in either that same strike or something similar, right? So they are pissed off. The United States miscalculated, right? Because they were thinking that, and y'all got to understand this, right? They've been doing this shit forever. They signature move is decapitation strikes. They did it here with our people. They singled out all of our leaders, killed them, install puppet regimes, okay? These black people that don't care nothing about us, right? Put them in positions of power and use them to try to control the masses with these different messages and shit. So this is what they specialize in. So they thought that they were going to go over there and kill this man, and then everything was going to be in a disarray, and then they were just going to sweep in there and like, okay, we're going to do it like this and that. We'll take care of you. They thought wrong. Okay, because what happened is the Ayatollah had already planned. They knew that they were coming. They had already prepared like 4 different successions of people. If you kill me and you get this person, that person is lying. It's already set up, right? So when they killed the Ayatollah, what they didn't expect is, because this is the game that they plan, they're setting up in all these Middle East areas out here, right? Setting up military installations, and they're working deals with these different Arab countries. And these Arab countries is playing the 50. Okay, and basically what they're doing is the United States can strike Iran, but before Iran strikes back, they was calling them and saying like, hey, look, we're going to strike this American base. They attacked us, this and that. And so the Qataris and all these other people will let the Americans know like they getting ready to strike this base. And this would be you know what I'm saying, they cue to get out of there so they can strike it. And you know, it's just be the base. This time, Iran didn't do it because they already know that they working deals behind the scene. So when they killed the Ayatollah, they thought they was going to come out there and do all this other shit. No, they pressed play immediately and start wiping all that shit out in the Middle East, right? Y'all got to remember, Iran has been planning for this war for almost 40-some years with the United States. They got over 500,000 rockets in their stockpile, and they're flying. They popping that shit consistently. They are standing on business in the Middle East, wiped all that shit out. Look, took out all the intelligence shit, right? All the radars and shit. Then they hit all of the bases and shit, the Navy, where they refueling that, where they reloading all the weapons, took all that shit out, right? And now they constantly bombing modern day Israel, right? Now, this is why you guys got to pay attention, because, and now listen, now hold on before I get to that point. And not only did they knock out all these United States military bases in these areas, they start striking the energy sector because they already know they working deals on the side with the money. They like, we shut look, they done closed the Strait of Hormuz. Ain't nothing moving through here. Y'all come through this motherfucker, we gonna blow you down. And look, it was like 3 ships that tried to come through there. What they do, they sank them boys. They're not fucking around, you know, because this is an existential war that they fighting. So you had like 3 ships that try to come through there. This is why Trump up here bluffing, knowing goddamn well he don't have the manpower, the muscle to escort all those ships back and forth through there, right? It's easy for them to shoot those ships. Listen, they don't even got to really fuck with the Navy. They can knock all those oil tankers. They can just sit back and just pick them motherfuckers off all day long if they want to. They're not coming through there. So Trump online, all this bluffing, all this theater, it's over with, bro. You got to come on with it now, because they not fucking around. So now what they're saying is not a drop of oil leaving that bitch. If we going down, everybody else in the area going down. Saudi Arabia ain't shit moving. Qatar, Bahrain, Dubai, all that. They fucking Dubai up, man. They done blew the bridge up to Dubai. It's just, they stranded out there now. It's fucked up out there, bro. And so, and they told them ain't no exports, ain't shit moving through this motherfucker until y'all get them Americans up out of here. And if they try, and this is what they telling them, they know they can't fuck with Iran. If y'all try it, we gonna blow that bitch down. And they done already told them, y'all fire 1 shot at us, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, any of us, we gonna, all those dictatorships, the families, we wiping y'all, okay? We wiping y'all out of here. And it ain't gonna take long to do it, right? And so they scared. Some of them fleeing to Egypt and all type of shit, right? It is going down because what Iran is saying is like, America can't protect y'all for this ass whooping, okay? Because they getting the belt. You see what I'm saying? Fucking they shit up. And you got niggas coming over here on here playing, talking about, oh, America's the great. America ain't shit. They spanking their ass out there, bruh. They fucking them up. It's one thing to get attacked here, the United States, but to be all the way over there, they already done hit the aircraft carriers. Listen, they done hit, they done blew one of the motherfuckers up already. Okay? They done left the Persian Gulf. They always hiding by Indian shit. They already, bro, like, it is ugly in the Middle East right now. So now, this is why it's getting ready to get critical. Because the longer that they keep the strait closed, everybody, finna feel this shit. Just like the other day, gas went up like 30%. It's gonna keep going up each day. And before you know it, gas gonna be high in the motherfucker out here. And so you gotta remember, when gas go high, the cost of goods are gonna go up because they gotta pay extra to get this shit there. So that means all of this shit that we like to eat is gonna go up. Okay? Follow me. Okay? So this is why I'm saying we gotta start preparing over here. And this is to my black people, man. These Negroes, these house slaves that's got these big platforms that's not talking about this shit is doing our people a disservice because y'all got the platforms. If you ain't got rich blogging, you not gonna get rich blogging. Okay, they already got me shadow man because I'm posting that shit. The news is, listen, state regime media is telling you one thing, but it's a whole different story that's going over there. There's over thousands of fucking troops that they done killed, American troops that they done killed over there. And they're gonna all die over there. Why? Because guys, listen, let's just be smart about this. If the All Shaddai did not spare Sodom and Gomorrah, you think he gonna spare America? They talking about God bless America, protect. How? Donald Trump is in the White House. He's in the Epstein file. All you people saw that shit in the Epstein file. Nobody has done nothing. White America ain't stumped the yard like on January 6th and removed Donald Trump out of office. They not doing none of that shit. So guess who got to do something? The All Shaddai. This stuff that Trump them is involved in, the All Shaddai is not going to bless him. So for y'all to go get into these militaries and go fight for them over there, y'all just going to lose y'all life. And then the other thing is they already sent 50,000 troops over there. When they come back in coffins, they going to start recruiting and sending y'all kids and see what it is. Y'all going to play around on this TikTok shit till y'all get that letter in the mail, and little JoJo and little Bobo and them gotta go over there and fight. Then you gonna be like, what we need to do? What? Y'all not preparing. Y'all not getting ready for this shit. This is the shit we should be talking about online. Fuck the algorithm. So what if your views and shit go down? The people fucking with your material, they gonna find it, they gonna get there. That's how you beat the algorithm. Fuck the algorithm. Cause they got this shit tweaked. You dig what I'm saying? Now, this is the other thing, guys. Bible prophecy is getting ready to get fulfilled. These people over here in the Middle East that's kicking up all this shit done told y'all for years that they are the people of the book. They are God's chosen people. Those people are fleeing out of modern day Israel right now. They're fleeing out of there. They're trying to find anything out of there. Listen, Iran done shut all them airports down from Qatar, Bahrain, Tel Aviv, all that shit is shut down. Ain't nothing moving. And they're telling those Europeans, listen, get up out of here. It's finna get worse and worse and worse. Y'all got to go. So now you got so many people that's getting ready to flee because you already know they got double passports. The people that's fleeing, they gonna flee out through Egypt and get out that way. Everybody else that's left, they gonna either die in the war, they gonna die of famine, but they coming up out of there because the All Shaddai is getting ready to cleanse that land from the filthy Europeans that's over there dirtying up the land. It's getting ready to happen. And this is how you cleanse the land. You have to kill the people that's in the land. Because why? The blood cleanses the land. Okay? Yeah. It's written. Go read Tanakh. Yeah, it's in there. You know what I'm saying? So that's getting ready to happen. Now listen to this. When Iran removed those people off that land, then what's going to be said then? They're not going to be able to say, oh, we God's chosen people, because you said God promised y'all that land. You went back and you done got kicked out of there again. And this is why they're getting ready to go to the death on this, because they have no choice. Okay? So at the end of the day, fam, it's time to get our households in orders. I don't know who y'all watching on YouTube, but if they're not talking about this shit, they setting y'all up for failure. Because guys, listen, another reason why this war is going to happen is all about bricks. See, these white folks here, they main thing is they want to control the money. They want to control everything. All these apps and shit that we on YouTube, you know, people complaining about TikTok. TikTok just got bought by some Jewish guy. They own all this shit. Even Elon Musk, he shadow banning motherfuckers and shit all on X by talking about this shit because they getting their ass kicked over there, getting their ass white. It's BTA on their ass for shit show over there. Okay. All you got to do is go to X. It's there. They not going to show you that on state regime media. They going to try to, oh, we're over there tearing up Iran. No, the fuck y'all not. No, the fuck y'all not. They kicking y'all ass. They kicking y'all ass. Real deal. Okay? So at the end of the day, fam, all of this shit is owned by these Europeans, including your bank accounts. This is why these celebrities don't say shit, because they know that they know what the truth is. But if they speak on the truth, they know that they're going to freeze their accounts. What I don't understand is, you know how these people playing. Y'all ain't found ways to get the money out the system and put the money in different places where you don't have to worry about them freezing y'all accounts. They shutting people down on these platforms because people getting demonetized and they're getting banned and all type of shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You know, I don't make money off of YouTube and all of this shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I done made some money, but not no money like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't make my money off of YouTube. I don't give a fuck about this shit. You dig what I'm saying? And so look, this is the same thing they did to Russia. They took Russia money that's over there in Europe. They done froze that shit. It's over there. Remember, they keep saying we might give it to Ukraine, this and that. They might have to pay them. So what they're doing is Russia and them started BRICS. This is why they're really going to war, because when they hit Iran and all these different countries with sanctions, they say, okay, cool. We'll just trade through BRICS, through our own money. We got our own shit. They can go around them. This is why Marco Rubio told y'all, if y'all listen, that in a minute, the sanctions ain't going to matter, because they can trade amongst themselves, amongst BRICS. And they don't control the system. They want them in this American system. Come on, guys. This is why it's time to unplug all of this shit about we need to vote. No, the fuck we don't. Y'all not changing that shit, bruh. Y'all not changing that shit. Look what's going on now. They just showed y'all the Epstein files and all of this shit. Ain't nobody did nothing. So you getting in office, you're not finna change nothing. These white people, when they came into this nation, they didn't vote themselves into power. They killed their way into power. So if you're not ready to step and tear this shit down, get out the way, bro. Just get out the way. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, fam, this is why they going to war. And they gotta go to war because they gotta, if they conquer those lands, then they can force them to stay into the dollar and do business through them. But it ain't gonna happen. Iran is kicking their ass, but and they applying major pressure. And this is why Trump all fucked up, because they told him, oh, it's just we gonna go in and do this and be out. Shit. Y'all done got y'all ass into some shit that y'all can't get out of. Another thing, the Grand Ayatollah over there, he declared a jihad, right, against Israel and the United States. So now it's going to be interesting to see if all these Muslims that say they Muslims in the United States, are y'all going to carry that out? Because they not playing over there. They carrying that shit out. See, y'all over here playing around, dressing up, acting like y'all this and that. They're for real. Just go online, check this shit. Just go check the credits, man. It's there, man. So much shit that's happening that it's hard to keep up with this shit. This is why y'all need to be on TikTok. Y'all need to be on X. Some of these channels on YouTube they not playing this shit, bro. So make sure y'all follow me on IG, TikTok, but I'm gonna keep y'all updated. But it's getting ugly, man. So make sure that y'all buying the shit that y'all need. This is the other thing. Right now is not the time to be getting that money and flying here and flying there, because your ass might get somewhere and get stuck. If you go to my IG or in my IG, TikTok, or my X account, you will see how I got it posted. All the people that stranded in Dubai and all these different spots can't get the fuck out of there. The United States can't get them out of there because they ass running. They done killed fam. They hit a CIA building, man. They killed 6 CIA agents. This is how serious this shit is. And they got good intelligence, because they try to take off like the uniforms and shit and like go and like blend in with regular civilians. We know where y'all at. Sit them drones in there. Whack them. So, fam, it's getting ugly out here. Like I said, man, y'all got to just stay on point. Make sure you guys spread the word. But yeah, we are in World War III. Trump done started it. And when the French and all these people move in and say they gonna do this and that to Iran, if they try to pull it, this is when China, because China done already threatened the U.S., right? China done already told the U.S. Let me see. Do I got that on here? Let me see something real quick. This is the last thing I'm gonna hit y'all with. Do I got that on here? No, I don't got it on here. I don't. Okay. So cool. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upload that. But listen, China told him. He said if the United States tried, they might swing first, but it's gonna be China's job to make sure that they don't swing again. China said they got a bomb. It would take 20 minutes to get from China to here. And it said it would shut down the whole United States, man. I'm gonna upload that on my whatchamacallit. So go follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna have it on there later on tonight. But yeah, China told them boys, the United States tried, we were in the United States. We could hit y'all in 20 minutes. And we got a hydrogen bomb that would shut that shit down, bro. You know? And then you got Kim Jong-un in the cut, man. So it's just a lot of shit that's going on, fam. Get y'all shit together. That shit will be affecting us. It will be here in the United States here real soon. So follow me on Twitter. On X. Follow me on TikTok. And follow me on IG. And I'm signing off here on Israelite Talk.